Hey guys, how you doing? Hope everybody's doing well. We are going to talk about something today that people have been asking me to discuss, and that is, in the words of the famous Saltnpepa, let's talk about sex. So we're going to hit it up today and discuss some things that have changed throughout the years. Turning 50 this year, my drive. I'm going to get right into it. Wham bam, we're going in. Here we come. We're going in. So I've always, I want to say nympho, but I have always thoroughly enjoyed the bootay. I have always thoroughly enjoyed a good piece of ass when I was a young child. God, I hope my daughters don't watch this. Sorry guys, or mom, sorry. Anyway, always enjoyed a nice piece of ass. I've always been a sensual person. It's always been, touch has always been important in my relationships. I'm a hugger. I am my friends know that. You're not just going to get like a high five from me. And my husband knows, obviously. And that's just always been the way that it's always been for me. So much has changed over the years. So we're going to talk about it because I find myself in a pretty frustrated state right now. Got my coffee and I've got my water, depending on, how this conversation goes and which way it might, it might swing. So over the years, it's been like a little bit of like a voyage, right? Like it's already been a voyage growing old. It's now a voyage with parenting. And now let's add sex to the whole, shebang. You're young, wait for that special someone or just someone and you give it up to that person, and then later on down the line you find the person that you spend the rest of your life with, that one, which takes a while. Some people need a couple tries to find that person. And when you're young, you want to have it all the time, sex that is. You want to try all your different positions. You got a little black bag on the side of the nightstand, and it's got some fun stuff in there, some dress up stuff. Might have some battery operated fun things and some bottles. You know what I'm talking about. If you know, then you know. And then you get older, and then you have, you have children. And then if you screw up like me and you have them in the bed for too long, you really got to plan out your nighttime activity because they're in the bed. So you got to get them out of the bed, or you got to work around that because, ew, to do that with them in the bed next to you. Gross. So anyway, there's that whole hassle, and they're barely sleeping and they're napping and all that good stuff. And then you get to where I am now, where we're out of the kids are out of the house like all the time, and here we are like ready to rock and roll. And I find myself a little frustrated with what's happening with my body and maybe the way that I feel. Nothing's changed. I still desire it, want it, or need it pretty often. And so does my spouse, putting all of our shit out there, putting it out there right now. Anyway, so we both still want to do our thing. And, it's been an interesting year or two because my body is changing. And things that, no longer required assistance, all of a sudden are needing assistance. So the black bag has changed from like the good time bag to like the 911 bag. Like, what the hell is going on? Why isn't my body cooperating? Ladies, if you know, then you know. Sometimes it just, your brain wants one thing and your body is saying, nah, we're not ready right now for that. So we need some assistance, and we go into the little black bag. So I find that to be a little bit frustrating and annoying because I'm not menopausal yet. I don't even know if I'm perimenopausal. According to my doctor, I'm not even perimenopausal yet. But I feel like, he's still my husband. He still turns me on. I still want to get it done. And now I find that every now and then there's times where, again, the body is not participating. So you try things and you go into the black bag, or you try different things that might work, it might help, and you end up going to bed aggravated. Actually, more me than him. He's just amazing. So it is what it is, and he handles me quite well. But that's annoying. It's just annoying that that we're at that point in that stage. I mean, I don't know. I was at brunch the other day and we were talking about our love language, which is something that, you know, never really occurred to me. I never really thought about that. And maybe some of you are watching and you know exactly what the hell a love language is. I really had no idea what it meant. And I don't even know if I'm still properly ready to say it in a phrase. But I asked my husband what he thought his love language might be. And he was like, I need a minute. So he didn't really get it. And my love language, I don't know, I guess the way I show my love is with him intimately, and not intimately outside of the bed, by doing things, you know, for him, taking care of him, scratching his back, you know, those things. Making sure his work clothes is in the dryer so he has some dry clothes the next day, making sure there's a meal if I'm out of town or if I'm, you know, not really in the mood to cook, you know, whatever the case may be. So I guess that's my love language. It's the caring and the taking care of. And his love language, I guess he doesn't know what it is, but for me, it's when he does stuff around the house. That shit turns me on. Turns me on. I mean, I'm still attracted to him, but when I see him out there mowing the lawn and taking care of the yard, and then he comes in and he's like, oh, let's put the door thing on that we bought from Home Depot, and let's paint. And what do you want to do next? What's the next project? That shit turns me on. Anyway, so yeah, it's talking about love language. We're talking about struggling in bed when you want it and your body's not participating, and you know, the way things have changed. I brought some things to just look at, because like back in the day, like these little Johns used to wear these little things to bed. They're satin, or like who doesn't have the like see-through, you know, the see-through nightie, you know, and then the, what's this? This is a more recent one. This is cute, right? This is cute. Adds a little bit of fun, right? What else do we have over here? Oh, the top to the little shorts, right? It's so low that like you can almost like, what's the point? And then you got this little part up here that shows the belly. Like after you have children, who wants like their bellies, you know? Unless you're like, I don't know, Jennifer Aniston, 50 years old with like the body of a 20-year-old. You know, nobody really wants to wear these little crop tops. And then you lay down and like, let's be real, the girls are like all over the place. You know, you breastfed 2 children, or you just had children, and you know, what's left of your boobs after you do all of that, and you know, who knows which way they're gonna fall when you're landing in the bed. Like, what the hell? You kind of like gotta lay there like this so they're pushed together and they look good. Like all these tricks we gotta go through. It's annoying. But this is like a, I don't know, this is like a gift night, shall we say? This is not like a Monday night, work is tomorrow. Here's more of what you'll find me in. Like I said, I'm putting my shit out there. These are like one of my favorites. This little guy, 5 more minutes. One would like to say it's a moo-moo night shirt. It's great, it's fabulous, and it's comfortable. Or I just go into like, you know, the boxer shorts draw with like the tank top from like 1970. I think it's got like some rips at the bottom. Like, who's got time to like get themselves all sexy and ready for bed? Like, we're half asleep, we're exhausted, we're tired. We just worked a full day. We're not retired yet. It's not in the future. We're not dead yet. So we still want some ass. We still want to get things going. But like, who really wants to put this cute little nightie on all the time? You really got to be in the mood for the nightie look. You got to be in the mood. And that's for the black bag that, like we said, is retired. That's for like a, you know, I don't know, some kind of vacational something. But anyway, so that's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about the black bag next to our bed, what it used to be filled with and what's in there now. We're talking about our love language, right? What's our love language? What turns you on, and what do you do? Like, how do you show your love towards your spouse? Because, you know, your marriage is a two-way street. So you gotta give and you gotta receive. So what are you doing for your spouse that isn't their usual, you know? And do they even recognize that, or are they just like, let's give it up? Oh, she gives it up. Everything is good. So something to talk about. Flowers. These were delivered to me from a coworker of mine from her garden. Aren't they absolutely beautiful? They're beautiful. So this makes me happy now, but I have to be honest with you. My husband used to bring me roses quite often, and I stopped him. Like, roses don't do anything for me. I kill them half the time. I don't take care of them. This aloe plant is self-sufficient. These are the only two living greenery things in my home, inside of the home, because that's about the extent of my plant life. But anyway, flowers have never really done anything for me. So some people, it turns them on. Some people need the rose petals leading up to the bedroom. Some people need Luther Vandross on the, on the, whatever, your Alexa or your Google Home. Some people need all of that. I don't really need all that. I need some time. I'm not going to get into my details because I don't need you knowing all that. But mostly, it's a little frustrating where we are right now, turning 50 this year, and I have been frustrated a couple times. And there's over-the-counter stuff you can buy. Of course there is. There's over-the-counter stuff, and everyone's like, okay, this is so normal. It's common. You're reaching that stage in life, and there's help for that, and there's things that you can use and things you can. I don't want to. Like, this has never been a problem for me. Now all of a sudden we're going to just decide to become a problem. Anyway, so it's really annoying, and I don't see it getting any better. The good news is he's got no problem, so that's good. Because I always thought that would happen first, because I don't know. I gotta go through all this shit, and he's just gonna live his best life, looking and acting and sexually active like he's 21. Like, when is he gonna, have a little bit of a situation? But no, he's going strong, and so am I. 9 out of 10 times. It's just that 1 out of 10 times where it's just so fucking annoying. Yep, I said it. So anyway, I don't know what else to say other than keep banging, keep love making, and keep that part of yourself alive, because then you end up like, with your roommate. And if I'm going to have a roommate, it's going to be a girl that's going to drink wine with me and read books and talk about them. I don't need, a roommate who is sexy but not providing. You know what I mean. Anyway, so good luck to everybody that's 50 and having sex. Good luck if you are on this adventure with me and you just started to encounter these new little experiences. As for this, I gotta tell you, like, don't throw these away. Everybody needs a good nightshirt to be comfortable in. And don't throw these away. Take these out every once in a while. These are fun. They are fun. They are cute. Just try to stay upright, because the boobs fall right out of the side. Anyway, have a great night. Have a great day. And stay active. Go sex.